week of June and we still have an issue with a lot of deep snow. It's been the wettest, coldest, nastiest spring so far, but I guess we're still going to have 2 to 3 foot of snow in some places. So we're hoping the bears actually are just starting to come out, and it's the 6th of June, I think, already. So it's a late spring, but hopefully we're going to have some good luck.
Pretty neat country. There should be plenty of bears out there. A little steep and rugged though.
I think we found heaven, and with bears and moose and grizz and elk and sheep and everything else.
British Columbia in the Purcell Mountain Range. Tomorrow we're taking off into a 10-day pack trip, and I can't explain how excited I am. We have this beautiful scenery everywhere, gorgeous cabins to stay in tonight, and tomorrow is going to be an adventure.
Outback Outdoors is brought to you by Hoyt. Get serious, get Hoyt. Bugling Bull Game Calls. We call the game. Gold Tip. With smart carbon technology. Spot Hog Archery. The world's toughest archery products. Winner's Choice Custom Bowstrings. Champion shooters live by them. Hope and Young trophies die by them. Nikon. The trusted name in optics. Hamsky Archery Solutions. Maximize your accuracy. Rage Broadheads, the revolutionary rear-deploying broadhead. S4 Gear, meeting the demands of nature and those that tame it. And Hex, the evolution of concealment.
Well, it's our first morning. I'm trying to figure out how to pack 10 days worth of stuff in 2 duffel bags, a pack, carry the bow and the camera on 1 horse. We got about 7 or 8 horses going in to carry us, and about 4 or 5 more for the pack string. So, but we're getting close. First spring bear season in British Columbia. So I'm excited.
Up the canyon here to do a little scouting for some bears. We had a pretty good thunderstorm this morning, lots of rain and hail, so could be a cold, wet afternoon. Hopefully the sun will start shining and we'll spot some bears.
As you can see, this country is unbelievably beautiful, but still a lot of snow. We Just took an hour-and-a-half horse ride in and out of the rain, finding a lot of elk and a lot of mountain goats, but it's still early for bears. This is really the only place that's greening up is these avalanche slides.
Spotted a boar chasing a sow across Dutch Creek, heading into the thick timber. We're hoping it's gonna pop out on these slides in front of us. We might be able to get a shot at him, don't know. Getting across Dutch Creek is going to prove to be its own adventure. So if these do appear, it may or may not be a good thing. Bear spotted in this slide right here.
Welcome back. Let's rejoin Jim, Rockie, and Kristy as they hunt black bears in British Columbia with A-Bar-Z Outfitters.
We got this bear spotted on this slide. I chambered around, made sure my scope cover was off, just as he was disappearing into the timber. So now we're gonna sit here and hopefully we'll get another look at him and maybe a shot. So far we've been on a wild bear chase. What's that up above right there? Is that a stump or is that a moose? Is that what it is? I keep looking up there.
Same one as this one.
We got another look at the black bear we've been watching on this slide. About 300 yards up the slide. He's staying in the timber. He's moving. I don't know what he's doing, if he's feeding or chasing a sow, but he's certainly not holding still. Not giving me any chance to get a shot off, so we'll just keep watching. I'm all set up. I've got a bear in my crosshairs right now that I could take a shot on, but I'm going to choose to pass. It's 357 yards, a little farther than I want to shoot. So I'm going to hold out and hope that I get something closer, in closer range, that I'm more comfortable shooting. It sure is fun to see him. We've had a lot of bear activity tonight. Saw one real big bear across this same slide, and just hopefully my patience will pay off and I'll get a closer shot.
Kristy, that bear's coming out.
See the
Right
bear?
here in the corner. There's a big boar.
You guys ready? I'm gonna take him.
Went down right there.
I got him.
Went down right there.
I got him. That was awesome. This bear, it's been raining for 2 days here in British Columbia, and it's my birthday, and what a great present. We have been watching these bears all night long. They've been feeding down these slides, working over the hillsides, looking for fresh grass to chew on. The weather's been terrible, so they've been hunkered down. They're coming out thick. I had a shot a little earlier on a smaller bear. Chose not to take it, and I'm glad I held off because I just put the hammer down on this beautiful black bear. What a great day. We have a bull moose behind us and another moose in front of us. My gun fires off. The moose don't even move. It's incredible. British Columbia with A-Bar-Z Outfitters has been one of the best trips. We came in over 25 miles. We're on horseback. It just doesn't get any better than this. This is a roadless area in the Purcell Mountains. There's no people. It's amazing. It is the perfect place to hunt. I just shot my bear, put a great shot on him. We have him going down on camera, but it's getting late. and what do you think about going to get them tonight?
Well, our high water point is going to be at midnight. I don't think it's safe to cross tonight. We'll have a lot lower water in the morning. It'll be easier on the horses, and even though it's June, it's probably going to freeze tonight, and there's no fear of the cape slipping.
Or the meat going bad, so yeah, we'll come back in the morning where it's safer.
Good idea.
Cross the river then.
Before the break, Kristy Titus made a great shot on a beautiful BC black bear. Let's join her and the rest of the crew for the recovery.
Well, we safely made it across Dutch Creek. Now, we had to go in way upstream from where I shot my bear last night because the water levels are really high. It's very fast moving and ice cold. So we didn't want to have any mishaps going through the crossing. We made it safe to this side. We're literally bushwhacking through this heavy cover as there's no trail over here to get to my bear. So far, all is going well and the day is beautiful. Well, I'm going to catch up with Brent and Fred. Get going. We're about halfway to my bear, and we're starting to head into these avalanche slides. And these are a great place. Bears love to hang out in them. They get lots of sunshine, so there's tons of grass for them to eat in the spring. And there's a lot of alders that have grown in that provide excellent cover for them. We finally made it to the slide where I shot my bear. Let's get going up here and see if we can find him. I think he went down just right here by this burnt tree. There he is. Got him. Yeah. He went down right where we thought he did. He didn't go, I don't know, 40 yards.
That's a nice bear.
Perfect shot. No, thank you. This is fantastic. Thank you. We watched this slide all night last night and had bears coming in and out. It had been raining for 2 days. The bears finally started moving around, foraging on the grass, and I put a perfect shot on them across Dutch Creek, and we have had an amazing adventure getting to this bear. Let's get our hands on him. What an amazing adventure this has been.
You know, Kristy, congratulations
Thank
again.
you.
You've been hunting with me before on bear. You did a fantastic job the first time and again this time. One thing that I really want to stress, it's really important to have an outfitter and guides that really know what they're doing and take care of their people. And these guys have done it beyond anything you could ever imagine.
Oh, I know. Packing in on horseback has just been an amazing experience. There's no roads out here. We're the only people on the mountain. What a great place to be.
We've been up here 4 days. We're going to pack up and head to the northern camp we have. We think we can get in there with the snow melt now and a bunch of rain that we had, so it's a lot more conducive to bow hunting. Just more area we could watch over. So 2-hour ride across the river a couple times, and it's supposed to be a beautiful big basin back here, so spend another 4 or 5 days up there, and hopefully me and Rockie will get a chance at a bear with the bows.
From here on up, there's supposed to be a lot of good bear country. Big avalanche chutes, a lot of green grass on both sides of the river. It's a great place to come and sit and watch and glass for bear. Put a sneak on them. I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be a ball.
Across this opening, and Aaron's skis got a little jackknifed on his horse, and it didn't like it too much, so Aaron dismounted gracefully, and the horse decided to make a beeline towards me and my horse and just about ran me over, with the skis slightly hitting the back of my legs, taking me marginally to the ground. I'm lucky to be untrampled. Thank God for Whiskers here for not freaking out. On our way up to the Hyatt cabin, after a small rodeo, we decided to take a break here and check out the original homestead here in the valley.
This is where we've wanted to come. The Hyatt camp, high mountain camp, lots of avalanche chutes, good place to hunt bear. What a tremendous view from this cabin. Amazing to have cabins out here this far in. We're some 30-35 miles in now, and these cabins are not just little shabby cabins. They are well constructed. They're really nice inside. A lot of the bear hunting is going to be both directions from the cabin. The avalanche chutes are everywhere in here, so we got a chance at it. The only thing that happened, my bow sight got broke, so I may end up having to use my rifle. But oh well, it's still going to be fun.
We got to our second camp, unpacked, had some quick lunch, back on the horses. We're about 45 minutes up this new valley. We got to cut a new trail because it got washed out because of the high water. As you can see, there's still snow everywhere. But there's about 15 different slides right here that we're going to hunt the next 4 or 5 days. Saw some grizzly tracks, some elk tracks, some moose tracks, so hopefully the black bears are out. Unbelievable country. We just spotted a decent bear. From this distance, he looks like a nice bear. There were 6 elk that we just spooked, and we're hoping they run off because we can't get near him with those elk out in that snow. We got the wind right in our face, but we have to see first if he's big enough and then make a plan for a stalk. Not too bad, been here 5 minutes, found a bear already. Well, that bear's kind of staying put in the heavy alders. I just went and checked, the creek's only about ankle deep, and then we got about 100 yards of alders to get through to get up to that snow slide. We're gonna come up the right side of that slide and cross over and just wait right there and see what he does. We'll have enough cover with the topography there. So he's a good bear, he's worth going after. So first stalk, we're gonna give it a shot. Covering ground pretty quick heading this way, so we're just gonna hug this tree line and wait for him to cross this snow and see if he does or not. We catch him before he gets in this big block of timber if we can. He's moving pretty fast and we got some ground to cover. We don't want to get picked off. He's got us, the eye above us, so we gotta be careful. We made it to the tree line through that swamp, but now we're not gonna be able to see him. I don't know if he's gonna keep coming. We're gonna work our way up to these aspen trees, see if we can wait them out.
Don't miss next week's show and the conclusion of this exciting British Columbia spot and stock black bear adventure on Outback Outdoors. Welcome back. Let's rejoin Jim Brennan of Outback Outdoors as he tries to arrow a trophy bear in British Columbia.
To see his ears. I can see his ears right over